Alright, so we got this Toughbuilt Scraper Utility Knife. Won't retract. You can see in here there's a little spring. It's kind of wedged and it won't let it retract. So right now, I mean, the knife is pretty much, it won't go out, it won't flip like it normally would. So we're gonna take this apart, see if we can't get it working again, because this thing is a great tool. I love using it, use it all the time. So I'm gonna start off by removing the blade. You hold this all the way forward, press on the yellow, it should fall right out. Too easy. All right, next we are going to retract all the way and start removing these 6 Torx screws. I already broke these loose, so I can do it by hand, but you might need a little screwdriver handle doodad. Okay, great. Got both sides off. They are different, so you can't install them incorrectly. Just FYI, you'll be fine. You don't have to keep track of them. Can't mix and match. All right, now we got 2 screws that were hidden under the cover. Bam, bam, right there. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Too easy. Unscrew, drop them out. Now cover here, retaining feature, you gotta slide the cover forward a little bit and it should pop itself off. There we go. Okay, now we're in the internals here. This is the return spring. Underneath I'm pressing the safety down here, but that's what makes it want to come back into its closed mode. I'm just going to pop that off the boss right now just for these purposes, so we're not fighting that. And then we'll get into removing this inner portion here. So this Phillips head screw down there, that is fastened to this safety mechanism, actuation mechanism, whatever you want to call it, and that's a Phillips. Drop that out. Now this entire piece comes out. Watch out. You got a Jesus spring there. So we'll just leave that in there for now. We're done with that half. Got the internals. Looking pretty good. They got some nice design features in this, I have to say. This is a very well thought out piece of equipment. You know, a lot of hours went into this design, and it shows. So we have 4 little Phillips. Use your eyeglass kit, screwdriver, whatever you got. It's a small one. Don't misplace these. And this is going to want to pop off a little bit because we have this internal return spring there. So just watch out when you take that off. Alright, now we got this cover off. The issue I was having is this spring, this little leaf, fell out of the movable head here. So it fits right around this boss on the blade holder, this piece. And then this is your pivot location, how you're able to move from a forward blade to a scraper blade, or cutting blade to a scraper blade. And then here's a cam path that this follows. Okay. Pushes up, over, back, down. Again, very slick design. You can see there's varying levels of depth in there. I love a good cam design like that, cam path. Very cool. All right, I'm gonna put this spring back in here, and we're gonna install the blade holder, head thing, whatever you wanna call it. So this spring, you're gonna want it like around there, and basically just drop this bad boy on there, line it up. And once you have it in there, you can feel it, the force of that spring. So that's good right where it is. Okay, now we have this return spring in there. The other end of that is butted up against this little bent tab on the cover. Okay, so just make sure that's captured. And then this seats on some locating features here and here and here. Get these mini Phillips back on here.
Try not to strip on the steel going into aluminum, so be very careful. Okay. Oops. Backtrack there a step. Return spring, don't forget it. Definitely won't work.
Back here. And then your countersunk screw goes in there. So just drop it on. Drop it in. Tighten her down. Replace retract spring. Cover back on. Remember retention features. Drop
these two in. Now at this point you can test it, make sure it functions properly. All good. Slap on the sides. Boom, boom, boom.
Put the blade back in. I actually dropped this thing into a bucket of thin set about a month ago. That was around the time it stopped working, so maybe that's what caused it. My wife also used it this weekend. Maybe that's what caused it. Either way, we're back in business with our Toughbuilt Scraper Utility Knife rebuild.